Get ready for the tip off. We'll take that W and hand you a loss. Break your ankles on the cross. On God, I'm that wrong. Off the bounce, leave you on the first step. It might be a long night for you without some double team help. Or the whistle from the ref. I'm from the school of hard knocks. Watch how I hit them with a shimmy when I get them on the block. We talking nothing but hoops. A floor general and it's true. Spot up in the corner, man, you know I'm gon' shoot. Or slam like an alpha. I'm beastin' like a boss named Hefe. Trapping on the baseline, you escape no way. A baller like Kobe wearing 24 and 8. Y'all be sure to subscribe to the channel, with Mr. Slam and Alpha Dog too. And Pure Wage with the best sports book too. If you wanna show support, give us a view. Call this an NBA jam. If you a super fan, hit the bell is what you do. We off the bounce. Check up. Level off the bounce. Let's get it.
He's on fire.
Hey, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Off the Bounce. I'm your host, Slam the Bookie. These are my co-hosts, Alpha Dog Bets and the Hefe Picks. How we doing today, boys?
Another day, a nice NBA slate for us to attack. Happy to be here with the boys. How are you, Hefe?
Doing good. Already know it's going to be a killer show. Bowman's already commenting. Let's go. You already know. Big slate tonight. Lots of great matchups. Some heavyweight matchups. Some primetime matchups. Let's get into it, baby. How you doing, Slam?
Man, doing great. Yeah, boys, huge slate today. If you haven't already, please retweet, like, comment your favorite plays today. We'll shout you out during the show. Yeah, man, before we get started, as always, big shout out to Pure Wage. Thank you for sponsoring the show. If you guys haven't already, make sure to give them a follow. Quick recap, boys. It was a short slate yesterday. I went 1-1 on the show, got the Cavs, Knicks under there, and then the Pacers ended up screwing me in the end. I gave out plus 3.5 on the show. If you waited close to the game time, you would have got plus 4 and pushed. So hopefully you guys pushed on that one. Yeah, big game for the Pacers there. I think they shot, 23s? They were leading most of the game, then choked away the fourth. Just couldn't get that cover, man, or the win.
It's a freaking OKC game already, man. What a freaking ending, baby. Muscala for the cover. Number 2 against spread team in the league. You already know what it is. OKC Thunder. I might buy myself a Shea jersey. I don't even know.
What was the line you gave out?
Plus 2.
Wow.
Yeah, I gave out
that line moved to -1 OKC. You know that, right?
I know.
I gave out plus 1.5 about an hour before it started.
So it pays
on the show.
Betting early.
But on the show, I did give out money line, so it's a show loss for myself. Can't take credit for that. I did give it out to VIP later in the day as plus 1.5, so that was a lucky win for us there, but can't claim it as a win. I got to talk about this Suns game for a minute, though. That was my POD yesterday against a Jazz team that didn't have any starters. Got to talk about Devin Booker, man. Did you see his shooting stats?
Yep.
He went 14 of 35 for 33 points.
Solid.
He had more shot attempts than points, 35 field goal attempts and 33 points. He just kept shooting in that game. They got the lead up to where we needed to be in the fourth, but unfortunately, Jordan Clarkson went on a tear in that fourth quarter. Awesome game by him, but Suns couldn't get it done.
Yeah, man, the Jazz starters played really well. Everyone scored in double digits. The bench played well as well. Like Butler,
the starters
Pascal.
were the bench. The starters were the bench.
Well, yeah, pretty much, but they all played well.
They played great.
They should have won the game, but Booker had a hell of a game. So
the comments are flowing.
Booker had an awful game. Booker had an awful game.
Keep the
Still
comments
scored 33
coming.
points
on 35 shots.
Read some comments. Let's go. What we got?
All right, so we have some comments from Clean Dix, who said, rumor has it that Alpha did not answer his phone after that Knicks lost to the Cavs last night. He is 100% correct. Clee called me 3 times, and I wanted to shove a middle finger in his face. Thomas commented he had Bulls money line last night.
What up, Thomas?
That was awesome. And he's saying tonight is T-Wolves, Rockets, and Nets.
Ooh, because Bowman's saying his favorite play of the day is Lakers money line. Keep the comments coming, guys. We'll read as many as we can live on air. So keep engaging, retweet, and you know what it is, man. Shout out the GOAT, Pure Wage. Let's break it down.
Let's jump right into today's breakdown, boys. Going with the first game of the slate, the Clippers versus the Washington Wizards. Line is sitting at -4.5 for the Wizards here. Wizards off a blowout loss at home against the Celtics, and then the Clippers are off a loss against the Knicks. Man, this Wizards team has been kind of like up and down, boys. They haven't won their last 3 games. It's hard for me to back them as favorites. I don't know where to go with this one. Hefe, what do you like, man?
I think the line kind of indicates that the value on this game is with the Clippers, plus 4.5. Yeah, plus 4.5. Washington hasn't won a couple games at home. They've been less than stellar at home. I don't really know what's going on with them.
A little cold streak, man.
This team is so freaking hard to read, the Wizards. They're hot, they're cold, they play as a team, then they play just as 5 people on a court together. Nobody passes. It's rough, but I mean, 1-4 in their last 5 games, all at home. I believe this might be the last one at home, and they hit the road after this. I'm taking the Clippers, man. The Clippers are win-loss, but had a good win in Philly, lost to our Knicks, and last time we saw them. I like the value with Clippers minus 4.5. You on the same side as me, Alpha?
I lean the same side as you. With other options today, I'm not going to be playing this one. Just want to quickly touch on the injuries like I like to do for most games. There's only 2 people that are designated out, and both on the Clippers side, it's PG and Kawhi Leonard. So you're going to get a fully healthy Washington team at home. And we know how they did early on the season as being fully healthy. They were one of the best teams in the league to start the year. So I'm a little shy on taking this one, so I'm going to be laying off. Slam, any action?
Yeah, man, plenty of games out there, boys. No need to force it here. Yeah, the Wizards have just been playing awful, especially at home. 3-game losing streak here, last game at home. They need a win. And Clippers, they still got a long road trip. I think they got like 4 more road games to go. Plus 4.5. I kind of like the value there with the Clippers. No official play for me. Yeah, man. Let's move on.
Slam, I know, but quickly before we move on, just so you know, Luke Kennard is active for this game. No, he's your favorite player. Clippers have their weapons.
It's definitely Clippers then.
Boy.
Definitely Clippers or no?
Boy.
Nah, I don't know about that. All right.
I like this
all right,
one.
boys. Game number 2, Hornets versus Toronto Raptors. The line is sitting at minus 2.5. Total is sitting at 222. All right. Hornets are off a loss against the Hawks at home. Now back on the road. Toronto has just been hot with the unders. I think they've just been hitting 7 straight unders so far. Man, this one's kind of a hard game here. I don't know. Alpha, what do you like, man?
Guys, I absolutely love the Hornets in this spot. It's one of my favorite plays of the night. We still have FVV as questionable, so if he doesn't go, the line is going to shoot up. Gordon Hayward's questionable as well. But in the last 5 matchups between these 2 teams, the Hornets have covered in all 5. And I think that trend's going to continue. They are the better team, and they're playing better basketball right now. I like to take teams that are trending in the right direction. Give me the Hornets. I think they get this one done.
Hefe? I'm right there with you, man. I got 2 trends that I really like that point to the Hornets here. After a loss, they are the 4th best against the spread team, covering 65% of games, 13-7. Overall, they're the 4th best against the spread team, covering in 60% of games that they have played. I like their matchups better tonight versus Toronto. I like their wings. I like the defense, and I like the pace. I think everything points to Charlotte here. I would even take the money line, but I'm going to take the value at this point and take the plus 2.5, one of my favorite plays of the game.
After the Thunder yesterday, I think we learned it might be a good time to start taking the plus 2.5, not the money lines.
Muscala.
Slammy, what are you looking at?
Yeah, man, I'm looking at the injury report. Yeah, Fred Van Fleek, is he officially out or is he questionable?
He's questionable. He's a true questionable.
So that would be huge. Definitely would wait closer to game time here. But overall, looking at these head-to-head matchups here, I mean the Hornets have gone 4 straight to the under, 5 straight to the under. Toronto Raptors have gone 8 the last game went over, but before that they were on an 8-game under streak there. I think this is a defensive matchup here, man. Hornets, again, like I said last week, they've been playing great defensively. Coming off a loss with the Hawks there, they only scored 91 points. Kind of worries me a little bit because the offense could bounce back here. But again, 222 is a bit high. I would lean the under in this spot, man. I like it to be a defensive matchup.
Slammy. We have a request
What?
from our boy. We have a request from our boy Bowman in the chat.
Bowman, let's go.
He needs an OTB collab today, boys. So Hornets could be a possibility. Seems like we all like them. I know Slam gave out under wasn't his official play, but Bowman, I can tell you tonight, my friend,
no collab yet.
we will make a collab happen for today, though.
We also have a chat question in there about the over in this game, over 220. I would maybe, based on what Slam just said, possibly stay away from that. The only thing I will say is the Hornets are one of the fastest paced teams in the league. I believe number one, right, Slam?
They are, but they turned it around kind of.
Yes.
I mean, they turned it around defensively. They still are a fast paced team, but they're really good.
Without FEV, if no FEV tonight, I don't like the over.
Yeah.
Without FEV, I kind of like the over more because he's such a good defensive player. And if he's not in rhythm shooting, that team really struggles. So we shall see.
All right, boys. Game number 3, first primetime game here. This one's exciting. Lakers versus the Brooklyn Nets. The Lakers are -4 on the road today. AD is back in the lineup. Kyrie Irving obviously out. KD is still out. What are you guys taking here? Are you fading the Nets at home? Alpha, who do you like, man?
Man, this is a tough spot because we know the injuries that are currently going on with the Nets, and they're at home, so they have no KD, they have no Kyrie because it's a home game. And then you go over to the Lakers, guys, who's they've been one of the hardest teams to back all year. But at the same time, Brooklyn is the worst ATS team at home in the NBA. I still have Anthony Davis as a true questionable. If he goes, I really like the Lakers tonight. The Nets just don't get it done at home, and they're missing too many scoring options. I don't think they'll be able to D up AD. If he is able to go, they'll have Aldridge in there, but I don't think Aldridge will be able to really lock him down all game. So if AD is able to go, I am definitely going to be on the Lakers tonight. Hefe, any action?
AD, no AD, don't matter. Nets +3. I think the Nets have a lot to prove right now. There's a lot of talk right now in the world about James Harden not being happy whatsoever. Yep. Not happy with his relationship with Kyrie Irving, not happy with Kyrie Irving's decision to not get vaccinated or not play in the games. Not happy with living in Brooklyn. So I think James Harden's going to put on today. The Lakers are in town. It's national television. LeBron's on the court. And I think James Harden plays a retro James Harden game. And I'm going to take the Nets +3 as the home dogs tonight. Can see them losing, but I think it's going to be close enough to where we're going to cover.
Slam, why do you think he puts on today?
I just think he needs – this is a chance to change the narrative very quickly. There's no better – they're not, in Minnesota tonight. They're not in Utah tonight. They're at home on national television versus the Los Angeles Lakers.
Man,
there is going to be a lot of eyes. Harden puts on tonight.
Do you really think Harden's that guy, though? Throughout his whole career, when he's faced adversity, when he gets his back to the wall, people are saying negative things about him. Is he that guy who comes in and delivers and shuts everyone up? Is that James Harden?
Maybe not in years where he's already paid, but he's looking for his last and biggest contract. These are the games that he will be judged on.
Yes, I agree to an extent. This means you trust Harden big time. If you trust Harden, then I'd agree with you.
You know what? If I can honestly be honest, Drew, back to something that you said, Alpha. If AD plays, I like the Nets more. He hasn't played for a really long time. He is a major vocal point of this offense. Rim protection, fast feet, going to help them on switches. He's not going to be 100% tonight. He's going to have restrictions, a bunch of restrictions. And I'm really, really big on the continuity of a team when a big-time player comes back who's been gone for a while. Just don't think they're going to be rolling offensively tonight. I don't think the rotations are going to be fast, slick, and where they need to be. And Harden can exploit a pick and roll like anybody else.
Sure can. I just think the rebounding factor that AD brings to the table.
No Claxton for the Nets.
A true questionable, but we haven't seen him in a while. Probably doesn't go again tonight. So I just think AD's size is huge for the rebound battle.
100%. But you're fooling yourself. You think we're getting 100% AD tonight?
No, I don't think so. So we're definitely split on this one. Slammy, break the split. Who do you like?
Man. Besides Harden there, AD's been, kind of having a kind of having an up and down year. AD.
He's been gone forever.
Gone for like 3 months.
Yeah, but obviously everyone's kind of just like, oh, he's not the same AD. He's not this, that. So, I mean, there's potential like he might show up today. But, will it be 100%? We don't know, right? But the Lakers do need him. LeBron needs him. They need to win games. And the Lakers are -4 today on the road.
Did it go up?
Know,
it's up?
Yeah, it's -4 now.
Yes.
So I think AD is officially playing. I think with the line going up, I think the value for the Lakers is kind of gone. I think now the values with the Nets plus the 4. Kind of like what Hefe said. I think Harden shows up today and gets it done. At least covers. At least I think +4 is a good value with Nets at home there. I'm riding with the Nets.
Yeah, so
we have
obviously
comments. We have some.
Let's read some comments. Comment, boys.
People are saying Patty Mills over 14 points. I actually love that play. I don't think that's a
that's a great freaking play. Let me tell you right now, who commented that? Shout them out. That's a great freaking play.
Harjot, Harjot, Harjot.
Because if my thought process is correct me if I'm wrong, guys, Westbrook would be on Patty Mills.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, take that over.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Any more comments? You boys comment, and we will shout you out on the show.
Bowman is saying Lakers started the day at -2/-2.5. The line has been steaming to the Lakers. You are correct, sir. Absolutely.
And of course it is. And you got to respect AD's, ability to move the line. It makes sense. It's not sketchy. This line makes all the sense. No Kyrie, no KD for the Nets, possible AD for the Lakers. It's a Nets night. I like the
Nets
value.
are just so bad at home, man. They're
a really bad cover team. I'm not gonna lie. Nets are a really bad cover team.
We're getting some comment from SS the Prodigy reports of Harden unhappy with the Nets at the moment. I just went through that. I think that's a plus. Going to fuel Harden tonight to put on national television. Remember, guys, he is trying to get paid this summer. These are the games that will count for him.
One last thing on this game, guys. Brooklyn is 5-17 this season against the spread at home. They've covered in 22% of games. Just be careful. They don't get it done at home. So I would be a little
Thanks,
worried.
Alpha. Thanks, Alpha.
You're very
All right,
welcome.
boys. Moving on. We got about 3 more games to go over. You guys can comment on each game. Tell us what game you like. We will shout you out after we cap the game. Spurs versus the Rockets. The line is sitting at -5 for the Spurs on the road today. Hefe, what do you like in this spot, man?
Yo, Slam, this is the rare Spurs on the last day of a road trip versus Rockets on the last day of on the first day of a homestand coming off a 5-game road trip. So it's a first and a first. You get what I'm saying?
Wait, Spurs have been on have been at home. They've been at home for 10 games.
That's what I'm saying. Spurs have been at home for the last 5 games. This is the first game of their road trip. Rockets have been on the road for the last 5 games. This is the first game of their homestand. I'm rolling with the Spurs. You guys, I don't got to repeat myself like I do always. I love Dejounte Murray. I love Greg Popovich. They're a better coach team. They're a better team. And even though I'm a little sketched out by only a -5 line, the Spurs ain't exactly killing everybody. They've actually lost 3 of their last 4 games.
They've been awful.
But there ain't no better medicine in the NBA than visiting the old Houston Rockets, baby. Spurs -5. Not one of my best plays, but definitely my play for this game. Alpha, how about you?
I'm avoiding the crap out of this game. The Spurs have killed me in the last week or two. I feel like every time I take the Spurs, they lose by 80, so I'm just not even going to touch this terrible matchup. Slam, our resident Houston Rockets fan, Jalen Green.
Chill with that. I'm not a Rockets fan. Chill with that. All right, boys. Yeah, man.
Claiming that?
No, man. I never claimed
I don't blame you.
I'm off this game. I lean with Hefe here. I like the Spurs on the road. I mean, tomorrow they have Grizzlies on deck. I would think that they would get up for this game. I mean, against a Rockets team that not really good on defense, and it's it's a little rivalry game. So you kind of don't know if the Rockets do show up or not. But the better team here is the Spurs, and I'd rather take Murray in the spot and Greg Popovich as the better coach. No official play. Let's move on, boys.
Chat real quick with the chat on this game. Bowman is on the Rockets +5, and Thomas says Rockets +5 are nothing for him. So chat's like
that is scurry.
Oh wow,
scurry.
Chat is hot or no?
We'll see.
Boys, I'm not even taking up anyone's time. Y'all know what it is. We have the Dallas under versus the Golden State unders, and we are taking the under 211. I don't have to tell you guys anything else. 12 of the last 13 Mavericks games have gone under. They're all going under comfortably. And every single day, the money is on the over in every Mavs game. It doesn't make sense. People see Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis, they think they score a ton of points. That's not this Mavs team. They're a slow, methodical team. They slow the game down when any team gets hot, and they make sure to disrupt your rallies. And they're great at doing that. Slowest pace in the NBA. Favorite play of the night, under 211. Hefe, what do you want in this one?
I'm going to be honest. I think the sharp play here is the Warriors. The Mavericks have been playing great basketball. Luka looking like a star, like we all know he is. Steph Curry has been having one of the worst shooting slumps of his career. The man is
bad.
One of 13 from three-point range last game. I just had to kind of look down twice to make sure I was reading the right stat. They've won their last 2 games by 2 points. One versus the Rockets on a Steph Curry buzzer beater, and they just beat the Jazz by 2 points. They haven't been covering. They haven't been playing like themselves, and Steph is the reason. I think Steph comes up for tonight. Just like I think Harden steps up to the plate tonight, this is the matchup that Steph comes up because his person that he's going to be guarding all game is one of the best young players in the league, and there's nothing that's going to motivate you more than going against one of the best when you are also one of the best.
One quick thing, all the matchups between these guys, Luka has been owning Steph defensively. His big frame and being a bigger guy on Steph, I think it's a total issue for him in these matchups.
And Luka is very deceivingly fast on his feet, which helps him stay and keep Steph in front, right? Because Steph is so shifty, he gets space in an instant. Luka's been exceptional. I have no other reason other than I really think the sharp line here is the Warriors minus 3.5. Public's all over the Mavs plus 3.5 with how hot they've been and how cold Steph's been in the Warriors. Give me the Warriors minus 3.5. I'm rolling with the team that has a championship pedigree here. Slam, how about you?
Man, I would roll with Alpha there with the under. Last game they played a couple weeks ago, Dallas won 99-82. Warriors only scored 82 points that game. Now they're a little rematch spot here in at Golden State. Could kind of see it going over. I don't know. I mean, both these teams are top three in the league in defense. You know, Dallas defends the 3 really well. I'm actually rolling with the side here, man. I'm taking the Dallas Mavericks plus the 3.5. I think the Mavs stay hot. I'm sorry, man, but Curry's been cold. He's in a slump right now, and the thing that people don't see is Dallas is playing great defense. They defended 3 well.
Great comment here from Bowman. Mavs have won 4 of the last 5 against the Warriors. It's a great stat. Luka really did well against Steph. Luka has proven to be able to slow down Steph with his frame. It's very interesting to see them go against each other because they're such different style players.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Let's move on to our last game, guys. If you are watching, please comment, retweet, like. We will shout you out after we are done capping. T-Wolves versus the Blazers. The line is sitting on minus 3 T-Wolves. I think Anthony Edwards is back in the lineup.
He is. Thank God.
Thankfully, thank God he's not injured or anything like that. Nothing serious. Hefe, I'm going to you for this one, man. You riding with the T-Wolves on the road?
T-Wolves money line. I'm going to take the juice minus 150. It's as simple. I think the T-Wolves are playing well, better than anybody ever expected them to play. To be honest with you, Anthony Edwards is playing at levels we didn't think. Cat is really stepping up, and D'Lo too is playing solid basketball. I simply don't believe in the Portland Trailblazers. I don't believe that they are a good team. They've won 4 of the last 5 games, so I have to give them some credit. CJ McCollum coming back seems like he's back in the mix. But other than that, I think the Timberwolves are better. I think they're more athletic. They're better defensively. And as long as they can keep the Blazers away from the 3-point line, which I think they'll be successful at, they can win this game in Portland tonight. So give me the Timberwolves money line tonight. Alpha, how about you?
No action on this one, guys. Don't have a good read. If I were to take something, though, I would go on the same issue with the T-Wolves money line, but not going to be on my card tonight. Slammy, what do you got?
Man, I think I'm looking at the total here. I'm seeing 233, 232 and a half, 233. I think this one shoots over. I mean, T-Wolves have played at a very fast pace. And Blazers, not known for their defense. I think they do get up for this game, but do I trust them covering the plus 3.5 there? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I think the over is a safer play. I think we root for points. I think T-Wolves would get out there and run, and the Blazers would score enough to help us get this over.
One thing to back your that as well is Patrick Beverley is questionable for tonight. You know, he's a defensive specialist, so if he's not able to go, that's huge for your over. And Larry Nance is out as well, who's a good rebounder and defense guy. So a few key pieces defensively are out that should help you with that over. I do like that.
Good point.
For sure. All right, boys. Is it
you already know.
Do we got any comments? Do we got any comments before we move on?
Do you see any FA? I do not.
I do not.
All right, boys.
One more. Boxing Mania TV says he is on the over with you, Sammy. So you got some.
Let's get it. All
right, boys.
We are winning today,
that time. Let's get into it. Wade to LeBron. Best bets, boys. First best bet of the night is going to be that Hornets +2. Second best bet of the night is going to be Mavs Warriors under 211. Third best bet is, we didn't talk about this game, 76ers Pelicans under 212. And big brain bets. How we doing?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, baby.
Give them your bets. Let's go.
Best bets.
Your mic's off. This is backfiring.
All right, Hefe, go.
All right, I got hacked into here. I didn't know I was coming in. My best bet would be Harden under 49.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I think it's just an inflated line. I'm rocking with the Lakers tonight. I think that it's a little less of a play, honestly, now that I know that AD is coming in. And then I like the Mavs +3.5. Keep the train rolling. They're hot, baby. That's what I got.
Love it.
Is it the Hefster's turn?
It's
go at it.
Hornets +2.5. Numero uno. T-Wolves money line. Numero dos. And number 3. I'm toying between 2 plays, but screw it, man. It's Hefe versus the world tonight. Warriors -3.5.
I'm pretty sure everybody's on the Warriors. What are you talking about? It's Hefe with the world. Hefe with the world.
BBB people
the world
are
is on the
Mavericks here, by the way. The chat's going nuts. A nice little
Let's
surprise.
Go, BBB.
Hey, I was surprised too, baby.
We know.
All right, boys. 3 plays, trail or fade. I'm rolling with the Nets +4. Mavericks +3.5, and I'm rolling with the T-Wolves Blazers over 233.
What was your first one again?
Nets +4.
Oh, damn.
We have some battles tonight, boys.
We either get hot today or not, boys.
Fuck it, I got a 4th best bet. Nets +4.
Oh, shit.
4
Hey,
best
boys,
bets.
we got a
All right,
crabber,
me
though.
too. I'm giving out a 4th. Lakers -4. Screw you guys.
God.
We're winning.
Oh,
Lakers!
shit. All right, boys.
Alpha chose violence.
I almost dropped an F-bomb at the catch myself.
Oh, shout
All
out
right,
Pure
boys.
Wage in the comments saying Mavs are a lock. Shout out to Pure Wage. Shout out to Code.
All right, boys. That's been
Don't fuck
OTB.
me. I promise it's nothing personal.
Let's go Lakers, Mavs. I know Pure loves the unders and the Mavs as well. Boys, it's been a pleasure. We will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. Maybe BBB, maybe not. You never know with us. Slaney?
All right, boys. Thank you all for tuning in. We will see you guys tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, guys. Peace.
Mavs are a lock.
Mavs.